Welcome back to another video. It's horrible weather today, so we're in the workshop doing. We've just pulled the T7 in. There's a few little bits we want to do. The light bulb up there, that's not working. And also, I was going to look at how hard it'd be to make a box to go here. I've seen people do it. They're expensive to buy, so I think I might be able to bodge something up, but we'll see. Isn't that right, Kieran?
Right on.
It needs a wash. Stay to it. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Right, first job's to get the light off, which Kieran's struggling with.
Need a mechanic on the job.
Yeah, gonna have to take her into Hawkins. Take that off, and then we got a new bulb earlier. We got to work out to get the cap off. Easier said than done. No, I don't think he uses.
Yeah, isn't he?
Maybe, not sure. Let's see. Yeah, there's the screwdriver we need.
That's what I said. Yeah.
We've got the cap off, we just have to undo that screw and push that down. It's a bit grubby on here, might have to clean that up a bit. And then we'll have to get this bulb out, and we got the new bulb in there. And that'll be that little job done. Right, we're just going to try it without this cap on because we want to... Oh, stop beeping at me! Whoa, look at that!
Why is it white?
I don't know! You said, why is it white? It's because the cap ain't on, dumbass. That's that all put back together, looking brand new. And then on Kieran's tractor, he's got his bar. What is it from AD Light Bars on Facebook? We'll turn it on and I'll show you that. I wired that one in. So there's 2 flashing lights and 3 blue ones. The flashes are wired into the same as the beacons, and the blue ones are on a separate switch, but I'll show you them in a sec. Right, here we go, here's the light show. So there is the flashing beacons, and then the ones on the front, and then the blue ones. There's the blue ones. They look quite smart actually. But yeah, I've ordered one for my tractor, but not my current tractor. Maybe a different tractor. We'll see. And that's the LED light. I want to turn them on again, Kier. Side lights. We want to get blue side lights here. So if anyone knows what sort of bulb it is, or where you can get them, let me know. Because I've looked on eBay and I'm not really sure. And I ordered some back on, but they were the wrong size. But yeah, I want blue LED side lights. Right, next job. Somebody last year on Maze.
Not saying no names.
We don't know who. Not sure who. Hit a gate post with this and cracked it. So we taped it up and glued it, but it's not held. So we're gonna have some little zip ties, drill some holes, and like staple it back together. Hopefully.
Make it look brand new.
Maybe, but it's just a temporary fix. We ought to just get a whole new mud guard, but
Stingy.
Kieran's too tight to buy one. So we'll get the drill and see what happens. That's it. Polish it out.
Yeah.
I've drilled a hole in the end to stop the crack going, and same there and there. So we're just going to drill holes like this and zip tie them together, and hopefully it'll look half alright, but we'll probably end up ordering a new one, but we'll just bodge it for a minute. That's that bodged up, but as you see, we've just drilled holes and put almost like stitches, but it'll just stop it flapping about. It's fairly solid. But like I say, we ought to order a new one, especially in the spring, but it just holds it together. We'll just have to probably get the heat on this, because this is like tape Kieran used to try and hold it before. It's just a sticky residue left, so we'll probably just pressure wash that with the heat. But yeah, that's that fix anyway. That's another job ticked off. We greased the front axle on this one the other day. He was squeaking a bit. But flipping out, they're hard to get to, all the grease points all underneath. He's crawling around for ages. But yeah, so that's that job done. Might have a look at that box on the side now. Also, I've got these front weights here. I think there's 7, but I need 10 really. So if anyone knows where I can find 3, these are Matthew Ferguson Agco front weights with the sprung bit in. So that's what they look like. I need 3. If anyone's got any hidden in a bush somewhere, let me know. Somerset area. Right, I've taken the side step off here, which is just 4 bolts there. And we're thinking, come off these bolts, a couple bits, up to here-ish, and the toolbox can sit in there. out the way nicely. So I made this one to go on the T6. We're just going to whip it off and to use it for that blue box sits in this frame, but Kieran wants it the other side so you can keep the original toolbox. So we're going to take this off and see it's just for size wise on the other track. The reason I didn't put it this side on the T6 is this is all quite different, and you've already got a bit of a cupboard here with your battery, and I didn't want to block any of that in. So there's not as much room here for it to go, so I thought on the T6 it'd be better the other side. Yeah, got my fridge in here as well. I made this fridge shelf back along. It just bolts on here, but again in the T7 it's not a proper door. Well, it is a door, it will open, but hasn't got all this door frame in it and no handle here, so there's nowhere to bolt a fridge like this in the T7, which is another thing Kieran wanted in the T7, but we might have to look. I don't know if there's any bolt holes on this this pillar, but we might have to look into that, because it is nice to have the fridge in there, especially in the summer. And that one does go hot as well, so it will keep hot drinks hot or cold drinks cold, whatever you set it to. And another thing is, I spoke about weights. This is a weight set on the T6. These are Ford weights, but again I've only got 10 and I could do 2 more. These are 40 kilo weights, so 10's 400 kilos. But I mean, it'd fill it up if I had 2 more, so if anyone knows where I can get 2 of them close to Somerset, let me know. But I have seen some about, but they're like Hereford weights, so it's a bit of a trek. But yeah, I would like 2 more to fit there. I made this frame in the workshop last year to fit on here, and it works quite well actually. Everyone remember Kieran's marking this, so if it's wrong it's his fault. We're just gonna cut some of this. We got the old press brake, but it does a good job, so we're gonna use that instead of the chop saw. Go over here. Oh, hang on. So the metal slide's in there. What's that? Well, yeah, it should do. Push her on. So see the mark there, and then press on there. And like a knife through butter. I'm going to cut another one of them and hope. I just got the MIG welder out. We're just going to stick that together, and then we've got a solid piece to work from, and then the box will sit on top of there. So I'll glue this up and see how she fits. Right, so I've got the frame made up. So that's how that'll fit in there. Obviously I'll paint it and sort it out. And then this, can you just plonk that on there here to show? This is what the box sits in. Will sit up there like that somewhere. And then a blue toolbox like that will sit on top, which will be perfect. Right, that's that welded up. That'll have to do today, because it's time to feed the cows. But that's all welded up. Not too happy that well, but they're not too bad, they'll hold. And then we will finish up maybe tomorrow or the next day, we'll see. Right, that's that done for that one in the workshop today. We'll bring it back in maybe tomorrow or Friday. But we're going to take it out, put it back on the wagon, because the head trimmer's still on the T6 at the minute, so the T7's on the wagon. It's a bit overkill, but it's the only track that we've got, so on it goes. But yeah, we'll get that hitched up. Welcome back to day 2 of the video. We're just moving some, because we need to make some pens up, because there was a sale today at Greenslades at the our local market, and it was on Marti, and Dad got carried away and bought some calves, so we're gonna have to make some room for them, because we're gonna go pick them up in a minute. So we'll get this moved and try and make a pen up. I think he's bought 8, but they weren't cheap, so he did alright on them. Right, we're on to the next job, which is to clean these calf pens out. So Kieran's on the little digger, and I'm on the slightly bigger one. He's just doing the inside, and I'm pulling it out of the way, and then we'll load this up with the telehandler. Because the calves that were in here that you would have seen in a couple of my videos, me feeding in the nights, can come off milk now. They're old enough to just be on solid food, so hay, cake, and straw. So they're going to go over where Dad's cleaning out the straw shed over there, and then the ones we bought, I think he's bought 8, so we'll put 4 each side, and then 2 of the ones that were in there not old enough to be weaned, so there'll be 5 each side again, so it'll be the same amount of calves in each side like last time. So yeah, Kieran's just managing to squeeze in there with the digger, and I'm pulling it away for him. We're getting there now. So Dad's going to move this bale, so this will be the pen. Zoom out a bit. This here will be the pen for the weaned ones. Put some wood up, put all the straw bales in. Dad's stacking them up. Should get them all in here. And then yeah, we've got them in the trailer over there, so we'll be able to put them in here. And then the new ones can go over in the hutch. Here we've just spread some wood chip round here. It just keeps it nice and dry in the bottom. We'll put some straw in the inside, but outside we just leave it as wood chip just to make sure it stays dry. It's alright that side because it's concrete underneath, but this side's stone. So we just put some wood chip so it's a bit softer on the floor from the stand on. But I'd like to put an extension out on this pen, so it just keeps the outside dry, but we need to get some sheets. But I know we've got some clear sheets, so we might just make it full of clear sheets so it's still get plenty of light outside. But yeah, so we're going to get some straw in a minute. But first we're going to put the calves in that pen over there. We got this trough in from, we had this one made up years ago, so put that here, put some barley straw in, and then the 8 weaned calves. You know, I'll clean my camera a bit. Sorry, it's a bit damp out, so camera's a bit damp. But anyway, the 8 weaned calves are in here. But tomorrow it's a bit bigger because they're a bit snug, but it'll be fine for tonight because it's nice clean straw, fresh bedding. And then there's a group of 2 groups of 5, so 10 in total. The 8 weaned ones come over here, and there's 2 younger ones that have stayed over in the hutch that will join the 8 new ones we've bought that we're going to go get in a minute. But yeah, these are be happy on some barley straw, nice fresh bedding, nice and warm in here in the dry. Isn't that right? So yeah, we'll go and get those new ones in a sec. Right, all the pens are ready and we're heading to market, which is about 20 minutes from here. So not too far away, so we'll get in the truck and got the trailer on and head to market. Yeah, the gate. Gosh. Just got back to the calves. I just showed previous clips were just loading them in market, but I couldn't film very well because I was trying to get them in the trailer and film at the same time. But well, I'll show them properly in the morning because it's getting dark now. But we're just going to put them in the pen and make sure they all look alright, but they look quite well. I'm quite pleased with them. Right, so next morning, here's the calves from, well, those 2 we already had, so these 3 and the ones in here that we're feeding the set. So quite pleased with them actually, they look quite nice. They were apparently fed on a automatic calf feeder, so I was worried they might not take to the wide out, but they fed alright last night. So yeah, we'll get these fed, and then we're going to feed those ones we weaned a little bit and just tail them off a bit instead of stopping them dead on milk. You can probably just right here and they're a bit hungry, so we'll get them a bit of milk as well. But yeah, quite pleased with them, they look well. Now we've got those new younger ones, you realise how big these are, and they're definitely big enough to be weaned off milk, so we're just going to give them a little bit to keep them happy, and we'll slowly lower it down, and then eventually they won't have any and they'll be on just solid food. But yeah, they look really well, this bunch. I'm pleased with them. So just come down this morning, well, Kieran came down last night to check this cow because we thought she was due to calve, and she'd had her calf last night all on her own, so that was good. She's a bit she's hiding. She's a bit flighty, so it'll be interesting to see how it gets on milking, but we'll have to see. Brownie's doing well here, she's happy. So yeah, we'll try and milk her in a second, see what happens. So we've managed to milk off a little bit of colostrum. She's eating her cake. Carrie's in the corner, so she's calmed down a bit. She wasn't as bad as I expected, to be honest, so it went all okay. So we didn't get much out of her for her first milking, so we'll see what she does tonight. But quite a smart looking heifer and a nice looking heifer calf as well. Yeah, pleased with both of them. What are we doing today?
Day off.
We're picking up fence. Our favourite job. No, go that way. I bet you can't make it through all that mud. The trusty 90. Go on, go up to the dung heap. You're gonna get stuck. You're definitely gonna get stuck. Well, you made it.
Yeah.
Look, you're gonna be covered in mud. 490. Look at the mess he's made. Mud on the roof. Poor old Land Rover. We're down in one of the fields we grazed during the summer. Just gonna pick up this electric fence that's been left here. And then if we got time we'll head down there. But Lewis, tell Passmore his wheat's not looking too good down here. It's a little bit wet. I think you might have to patch this back up. This is the field we dung spreaded. I think our first dung spread video. Also, if anyone wants to get us some geared fencing wire roller, whatever you want to call it, it'd be appreciated because poor Kieran, his arms are killing him. Look, in agony. But yeah, this is what we dung spread, but you can see it's rotting in a bit. But this corner always seems to grow better anyway. Just thought I'd share our pro tip for picking up fencing stakes when you don't have a quad bike or anything like that. Just use old feed bags, shove them in there, and then you can walk around and pick them up and carry them easy. Fit quite a few in a feed bag, and that's how we do it. And then we just shove them in the shed in the feed bags and keep them all neat. Just gonna hose the Defender off, get the mud that Kieran got on there off. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you liked it, please like it and consider subscribing. See you in the next one.